What is up, my friends? Welcome to the video. Today we're going to be reacting to this video from Chase Hughes called How They Broke Us All. But before we do that, if you are enjoying this channel so far and you like this reactionary style type content, please hit that subscribe button, like, share with your friends, hit the notification bell, and leave a comment down below. Say hello. It would really help my channel out a lot, and I would appreciate it very much. So without further ado, I'm just going to go ahead and play this through, and we're going to react to it together.
If you've had that feeling like your life doesn't belong to you, something is off, maybe the choices, the emotions, even the arguments in your head aren't really yours, that is not you being paranoid at all. That is the program running. And the crazy part about all of this is it didn't start with your phone. It didn't start with TikTok. It started well over 100 years ago in a quiet office with men in suits mapping out the human mind like a machine that they could rewire. But here's what almost nobody understands. There is a reason that outrage feels addictive. There's a reason that despair feels.
I have chills already watching this. He has excellent production with his videos, truly. I aspire to be able to make videos like this someday.
Feels normal. There's a reason that you wake up with dread and blame yourself for it. It was designed. And the moment you see how, you can't unsee it. So let me rip this open for you. Where did all of this programming really begin? It was a quiet office in London in 1921. This is the Tavistock Institute. They said it was about helping soldiers heal, and it wasn't. And once they cracked all of these things open that they did there, the experiment never ended. Officially, Tavistock was about treating shell shock. This is what they used to call PTSD. It was trauma therapy. It was a beautiful cover story. But what they actually found, trauma doesn't just break people, it softens them up, makes them pliable. They were not fixing soldiers like they told everybody. They were testing civilians. They were running war psychology on entire populations. Grief, confusion, and fear. Tavistock used all of these things like tools in a toolbox. Once you know which lever makes a herd turn into a stampede, you don't need speeches or ballots anymore. You just pull the lever. So after World War II, Tavistock moves into media and education and government. Its fingerprints are on NATO, PSYOPs, Cold War propaganda, and the actual birth of mass advertising. Then this guy comes on the scene a little later. His name is Edward Bernays, and he's actually Sigmund Freud's nephew, which is super weird. But instead of analyzing dreams and stuff like that, he turned the unconscious into a marketplace. And Edward Bernays is the reason that women smoked in public. He branded cigarettes as torches of freedom for women. He's the reason that we link bacon and eggs with breakfast. It was an ad campaign. It was never a tradition at all. Edward Bernays is the reason that Guatemala's democracy got overthrown. He sold it as fighting communism so that this company called United Fruit could keep their plantations. And he weaponized desire. He made war fashionable. He made democracy emotional. A few years down the road, we have this Operation Mockingbird program that comes out through the CIA. The CIA figured out the easiest way to control a country was by headlines. They thought it was about threats and war and the potential for some kind of bomb being dropped, but it was just headlines and news. That's all you needed to control a whole country. Operation Mockingbird puts.
Oh, sorry to pause it, but do you guys remember in elementary school, if you're a millennial, they made us hide under the desks? Sorry, pardon me. I just swallowed. I don't know what, but they would make us do these like drills, and you would have to hide underneath your desk, or like they would herd everybody together and take you out into the hallways because they would say that there would be a huge tornado. And I just remember like the panic and the excitement of like something big is happening, and you could feel it, like it was palpable, the tension that it would cause, and everybody would just be on edge, as a group, and it would just. I never thought of it like that, but it was a control tactic. They were scaring us.
CIA operatives inside the biggest newsrooms in America, not just whispering in journalists' ears, they were writing the actual stories. Some of them were even newscasters. They were planting every single angle that they were told to plant. And by the 70s, over 400 journalists were on the payroll of the CIA. Anchors, editors, columnists, people that our parents trusted,
Wow.
that were trusted by almost the whole country. So now we've got the CIA's infiltrated the entire news media, and along comes this other program called MK Ultra. The CIA went full-blown mad scientist. They studied these weird experiments on people, some of them even unwilling, that included electroshock therapy and sleep deprivation in high doses of LSD, which is a hallucinogen, and even sensory isolation. It was about breaking minds completely open in the cleanest way that they possibly could. And it was about erasing identity. Keep that in mind. In the 50s, they were becoming experts at erasing people's identity. And
I believe they're still doing this today, 100%. I took SSRIs for a while, and that ended up turning into needing psychotropics. So like antipsychotics, and it ended up like it caused so many problems for me, and I needed so much other, like a cocktail of stuff to keep me kind of in a sedated state. But when I came off of them for the past few years, I've been like regaining consciousness of like who I am. And it's so true. Like I look back when I was on those drugs, and I don't even know who I was. Like I didn't know who I was at that time. I was just so lost and so scared and depressed, and life felt so meaningless, and I knew something was deeply wrong and something was going on with me, but I didn't know what. Like I didn't have the ability to recognize patterns or like identify problems in my life. It was crazy. I'm telling you, they're still doing this today. Just wanted to put that in there. Let me know if you have ever taken SSRIs. I'm curious, like, did it make you feel weird? Do you notice a difference in who you were when you were on it versus when you were off it? Do you still take them today? Do you find them helpful? I'd love to know.
in Canada during this whole thing, this guy named Dr. Ewan Cameron, he ran patients through this thing that he called psychic driving, and he looped recorded messages into their ears while blasting them with drugs and shock therapy until they forgot their own name. And some of the patients there even forgot how to use the bathroom and how to walk and who their family was. When the files leaked in 1970, the public kind of gasped and freaked out. But by then, the experiments were already baked into the military and media playbooks around the entire world. The tools worked exceedingly well, and the ethics to them had no bearing on whether or not they should keep going. Fast forward to today. They used to use pills. Now they use pixels. And the pharmacy they're using is in your brain. It's all your own neurochemicals and your own neurotransmitters being used against you. And the dosage of these things is measured in how many headlines and hashtags and notifications and videos that you see. Tavistock engineered this confusion. Bernays taught them how to sell it. Mockingbird made it gospel to the entire world. And MK Ultra buried the witnesses. So now the experiment lab isn't in some weird underground bunker, it's in your frickin' pocket. So on your phone, every swipe, every pause, every time your eyes linger 1 second too long, your nervous system is being mapped out by an algorithm. And it's not for your benefit whatsoever, it's for theirs. Algorithms don't just recommend a bunch of stuff to us, they condition us, and this is beyond proven.
This is also why you're seeing such high rates of anxiety today. I just wanted to pause and put that in there. 100%. I've always really struggled with anxiety, and I really believe that it's because the cell phones, they came out right when I was developing and growing, and I swear, like, it did something to my nervous system and my brain. Like, I still really struggle with relaxing a lot because I'm just always kind of on edge. Let me know if you struggle with that too.
Learn what spikes your cortisol, your stress chemicals, what makes you flinch, what makes you pissed off. They feed you more and more until your nervous system belongs to them. You're being taught what to care about, what to hate, what to fear, slowly, without any friction, until the thoughts in your head aren't even yours anymore. Outrage is the cheapest lever you could pull in a human being. That's why everything online is on fire. Doesn't matter what you're mad about, just that you are mad. Because anger glues your eyes to the screen. And while you're locked in reaction mode, something deeper, a lot deeper in your brain is being carved into you. If you look around right now, nobody is okay. Anxiety is baseline. Kids are depressed before they even hit puberty right now. Adults are medicated just to function. And that low dread or that weird feeling in your chest, people call that like personal failure or anxiety. That's the program working exactly as it was designed. A distracted, exhausted, divided population is a population that cannot resist. The mental health crisis is not accidental. It's the exhaust fumes of this machine. So what happens at the end of this? We are all programmed to chase validation and followers and aesthetics and power and status. And even when people hit every single target, what happens? They feel nothing. The system doesn't need you dead. It just needs you numb. It needs you to be busy, blaming yourself until you forget you were anything more than a user profile in some behavior experiment. And if you're still here, something in you already knows. And maybe you can't explain it, and maybe I can't either. I don't think that's paranoia at all. I think it's memory. I think the part of you that never signed the contract is paying attention. It's a part of you that never forgot. So none of this is about finding yourself. This is about stopping the chase and stopping the performance, stopping the endless need to be what the system rewards. You are not outrage. You are not your social profile. You're not the algorithm's predictions. The very second that you stop feeding the machine, you start starving it. And once you remember that, you can't go back. And you've probably felt it most of your life, like an itch in your gut that none of this crap makes sense. The way that we live is upside down and it feels backward and fake.
Oh yeah.
If you've felt this at all, I'm here to tell you that you were right. This was never your life. It was built for you. It was all scripted and installed. Your real life is still here. It's quiet, it's patient, and it's waiting for you under the noise. And now that you've seen it, the only question left is, who are you without the script? That's the real you. Because the system is starting to crack, and you know it. And your real life is waiting.
Wow, that whole video gave me chills. So that was excellent food for thought. Let me know your thoughts below, what you thought of that video. That makes so much sense to me. They stopped using pills. I mean, I think they still do. Like I said, there's something there. And I know a lot of people who've also taken SSRIs and they had that same experience. And my best friend, actually, she was telling me, we were having a conversation a few weeks ago, about how it messed with our memory. And so, like, since coming off of them, it's been a few years now for both of us. We kind of did it around the same time. We've both been, like, having all of these memories come back. Like I'm starting to remember a lot of things from like my childhood that I had totally forgotten about. It's really interesting. It's beautiful. I'm so grateful that I'm getting those memories back, but it really does make you wonder, like, is that an intentional thing? Like, were they intentionally doing that? They want you to forget the bad things that have happened to you so that you can keep working and you can keep producing and consuming for them and making them money, pretty crazy stuff. So I hope you enjoyed that video as much as I did, guys, and I will see you in the next one. Thank you for watching.